Hello, this is the Happy Families podcast, Grandma Hobbies. I don't know what that means, but Kylie, you've put together your run sheet for today, and they're the only two words you've given me, Grandma Hobbies. So we're talking about Grandma Hobbies today, plus Toy Story 5. Should you go and see it? Should you take the kids? Did they get it right? Did they get it wrong? We're going to talk about that and more in I'll Do Better Tomorrow. That's next. Stay with us. Hello and welcome to the Happy Families podcast, where you get real parenting solutions every single day. This is Australia's most downloaded parenting podcast. We're Justin and Kylie Coulson. We're stoked that you've decided to spend your Friday morning with us. Kylie, I'll Do Better Tomorrow. Every Friday we talk about the stuff that's happened in our family, the stuff that's working, the stuff that's not working, hopefully giving some inspiration to mums and dads around Australia, around the world, about what they can do to make their families thrive and flourish. You've got the coolest little run sheet note here, Grandma Hobbies. I'm perplexed. I think you're going to win today. It's going to be the best story. I just have this feeling, but I'm going to go first. Toy Story 5.
We're down!
Tex invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
We took the kids to go to the movies. Oh, my goodness. How expensive is it to take the family to the movies? Holy cow.
I can see why parents stay home and just rent it on
my golly
on
gosh.
streaming.
So we were going to go to
networks.
the local mainstream cinema that's run by one of the big companies, won't mention any names. $25 for an adult, and with all of our kids being as old as they are now, it was going to cost us something like $150, $170 to take the kids to the movies.
Yeah, well, you were going to be a Scrooge and not get them any popcorn.
No way was I doing that. Not of that. Holy cow, I need to sell one of my children so I can afford to take the rest of them to the movies. And so we found an independent cinema a little bit further away from our place, and we went there. I think what it cost, like $50 or $60.
Yeah.
Bargain.
Bargain.
And we watched Toy Story 5.
It's been too long, cowboy.
What are you, some sort of old man toy?
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
I have some thoughts, but first, even though this is my I'll Do Better Tomorrow story, your reaction to Toy Story 5?
Well, I did fall asleep a couple of times.
You fell asleep in a Disney Pixar Toy Story movie.
Not because it was boring.
You fell asleep.
So
Why else
tired.
do you fall asleep?
I was so tired.
That gives you an indication. Just recently we did a podcast about having a big family. It gives you an indication of what it's like. I think it was on Monday morning, what it's like to have a big family. And we were watching what time did we show up to the movies? What time was that session?
At 10 a.m.
It wasn't even a late afternoon or evening session. 10 in the morning and you're asleep.
But I did get the gist of it. And I did cry lots. And
mostly because I was waking you up. You're like, leave me alone.
There were some things that were just brilliantly done.
Yeah.
I think there were some things that were sadly depicted poorly.
Oh, really? Provocative take. Okay, spoiler alert. What did you not like the depiction of?
A young child, being given a device with no structure, no parental supervision.
Spoiler alert, in real life, standard.
Being left in a room
with the device.
24/7.
Yep.
With a device, with no conversation about how to manage.
Kylie, the thing is, I know you're shocked by that. And
I'm not shocked by it. I'm saddened that with everything we know that, and all the agendas that are pushed in movies, that they didn't depict a healthier way of introducing screens to children.
Yeah, so it was a great opportunity for modelling that they missed.
Yeah.
I think what they were going for was reality. And while you and I and the majority of people who listen to this podcast know that you're supposed to actually sit down and work this stuff out with your kids, the sad truth is that most parents don't. In fact, you were having a chat that you told me about just recently with a mum that you are friends with who literally said to you, she doesn't check on the kids' screen usage at all, period, full stop. End of story. They've got screens. That's it. In fact, we know several families now that I'm saying that. So I get that you're upset about it or that you didn't like that.
I was just disappointed.
Yeah. It was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. My take, I don't know how they do it. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? What am I going to say?
Go.
No. I want to hear you say it first.
How they can make a movie that makes you cry every time.
You got it. I'm 50 years old and I'm crying about toys that come to life and do a better job parenting than the parents. I just love Toy Story. I think they missed it a bit with number 4, but they brought it back so well with number 5. I actually think they went too light on with the whole screen thing because Lily Pad grew a conscience.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that big tech is ever going to grow a conscience. And so that was my only disappointment. But
I don't think the conversation was about big tech. The conversation is about toys, right?
And I just love
their
their
beautiful
depiction
hearts.
of creative play.
Yeah.
Like, let's get the kids unstructured play. In fact, there's a bit of a through line here. If you're talking about grandma crafts or whatever it is that you've got written on the run sheet there, the through line to what I'm talking about is technology is not helping our kids, but the way that we used to play, whether it was the structure of something like hopscotch or the unstructured play of just being in a cubby house or building a tree house. That's what kids thrive on. And Toy Story 5, I would just say go see it. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I loved it. I just love the whole series.
Very early on in the movie, there's just this little moment where Jessie ends up in another backyard and the toys are completely distressed because they have been neglected. And Jessie can't understand what's going on because in her house, she's still adored and loved and played with. And she goes up onto the rooftop to see what's going on. And she looks into all of the neighborhood homes.
All the windows.
And sees through the windows all of these children that are just completely mesmerized by a screen. And it's such a powerful moment and kind of really made me think about...
You felt a pang of guilt, didn't you?
It's not so much guilt.
Oh,
it's just like, what are we doing to ensure that our children aren't zombies to a screen? That they're not being, slaves to that constant need for dopamine hit.
Cheap dopamine, easy dopamine, and it's not the stuff that our kids need. Hey, right after the break, we're going to find out what you're talking about when it comes to this grandma hobby idea. But my I'll do better tomorrow is just take the kids to see Toy Story 5 and then have a great chat with them about it afterwards because it's such a valuable talking point. We're back. It's the Happy Families podcast. Thanks for joining us, Kylie. What is this whole grandma hobby thing? What have you written it down for? What does it mean? And does it tie in with what I was saying about doing things the old-fashioned way?
Well, just take a think. What are some of the hobbies that grandmas do?
Oh, I think of crocheting and cross-stitch. I'm thinking of my grandma, right? So I'm going back to, she was born in the 1930s.
That's fine. Yeah. So crochet, knitting.
Knitting, yes. Sewing, cooking, baking, gardening, herbs, all that sort of stuff.
The other day I was looking at my screen and came up on my feed. It was just this beautiful little video of, I'm going to guess she was somewhere between 18 and 21.
Right.
And she just said, I'm so grateful that I've got grandma hobbies.
So this is like a young adult.
Yeah, young adult. And you kind of is just seeing her sitting at a desk from behind, and then the screen goes down and the visual you get is this beautiful little patchwork that she's made.
I'm so grateful that I'm quilting while I'm using Instagram to show everyone how I'm doing grandma hobbies. I love it.
And she just said, because I got to make this in an afternoon.
Oh.
And I just thought there is so much joy that comes from creation. At the very core of who we are creators, regardless of whether or not we see ourselves as being creative people.
Yep.
We are creators.
So a quick little side note here. One of the things that I love about writing a book is that I have a book in my hand when I finished it. One of the things that I don't love about podcasting is we have this chat, thousands and thousands of people listen to it, but then there's
nothing tangible.
It's ephemeral. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got a son-in-law who's a builder. Like, he builds a house and you can see what he's been doing all day. And that's what you're getting at, right? Like, you're creating something and you can hold it. It's tangible.
So our 12-year-old, a handful of months ago, came to me and she said, Mum, I really want to learn to sew. So I pulled out the sewing machine and we did a couple of little projects together, but it didn't really go anywhere. And the next time I asked her if she wanted me to bring the machine out, she said no. And we've kind of gone through this last few months where she's just been really, really zoned in on her drawings, which is amazing because I love her artwork. And then out of the blue, the other day, she said, Mum, I think I want to start sewing again. I really want to do X, Y, and Z. And I said, well, great. I said, those things are going to take a little bit of time. I said, so we just need to learn some really basic things. Do you think that we could do a few projects together? And I can teach you some skills, but you can still come away with a finished product. And she said, yeah, sure. So yesterday we pulled out the sewing machine and she got to make her very first microwave bowl holder. So it's a fabric holder.
Sometimes you try to get a bowl out of the microwave and it's too hot to hold it.
Yeah. And she did such a good job. I'm actually blown away because 3 or 4 months ago when we pulled it out, it was really hard for her to navigate the machine. And it was almost like, I don't know, she's been secretly having lessons while the last few months when she wouldn't sew with me because she managed the machine so much better this time. She was so pumped. She said, can we do a second one? So we made 2 in a day.
Yep.
And then I said to her, you know what? If you keep doing this, we could actually have a little market stall. So she's like, okay. So we have gone a little bit crazy and we have already designed a little logo. And I said to her, we need to come up with a name. What do you think?
Oh, like a business name,
A business name so she can have her little tags and everything. And
so you're going to put tags on the...
Well, I had these generic handmade tags and we put them on. And whenever you put a tag on something, it just gives it that professional finish.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
So with all my travel, I'm missing most of the details here. So what's the name of the business?
Auntie M's.
Auntie M's.
Auntie M's. And... it's very personal and very funny.
Auntie M sounds like a grandma name.
It does because we've got Grandma Crafts.
Right.
But it's actually very personal to M because she became an auntie nearly 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And Indy, our grandbaby, she comes into the house and she's like, Auntie M, Auntie M.
She loves Auntie M.
It reminds me of The Wizard of Oz. And Dorothy calling out, Auntie M, in the middle of the hurricane. But I love that she looked at me and she was just like, Auntie M's. Mm-hmm. It's Auntie M's. Because she's taken Indy to playgroup and all of her friends have heard Indy call her Auntie M. So now they call her Auntie M.
That's just her name, Auntie M.
That's her name. So we show up to her social group and it's Auntie M. Auntie M's here. So this is just this really cute little thing that we get to do together.
Yep.
And we started brainstorming about all the different projects that we could do and how we might navigate this little business that she'll
So how much are you going to sell these microwave bowl holders for?
I think anywhere between $15 and $20.
All right. So, I mean, I'm just going to put it out there on the podcast. If you want to be Auntie M's first customer, email us, podcasts@happyfamilies.com.au.
You're going to have to put an ad up on the social post so they can see what she's made. But I'm so proud of her. Number one, I'm so proud of her because this is a new skill that she's learning.
Yeah.
But number two, giving her an outlet that takes her away from the screens, but is a different kind of creativity than she's ever had before.
Getting her off the screen, but being creative, being productive.
And having something tangible at the other end that she can actually share with other people.
Brilliant. Love it. Okay. Podcasts@happyfamilies.com.au if you would like to get one of Auntie M's microwave bowl holders. Let's make it, how much? $15?
Sure.
$15 plus postage. Yeah. Email us your details and we'll get in touch with you and we'll figure out how to do that. That would be fun for Emily to get some orders through. What else is she making? Oh, you know what you should do? You should do some wheat bags.
She's already done wheat bags. That was her very first project.
All right. So how much are we selling the wheat bags for? No, seriously, let's do it quick. How much are the wheat bags? $20?
They're 20. They're quite big. They're actually good size ones.
Right. They're going to cost a lot to post as well.
They are.
They're a bit weighty.
Yes.
All right. If you're interested, send us an email. Em will be stoked and maybe you can start paying board. Maybe she can start paying her way. All right. That's our take-home message for today. Get the kids off the screens, get them doing productive things. But if they're going to be on a screen, watch Toy Story 5 with them or have them learn how to do grandma hobbies.
I think the take home, though, is she gets to do it with me. And that's actually where the joy is.
The involvement.
Yeah, she's really excited about learning from me.
Have a great weekend. The Happy Families podcast is produced by Justin Rulon from Bridge Media. Mim Hammonds provides additional admin support for the pod. Hey, next week, what if this was the last time you brushed your child's hair? I'm going to be talking about that on Monday, or maybe the last time you strapped them in the car, or maybe the last time you have an evening meal with them. What would that mean for you? That's our conversation on Monday. Plus, we're going to talk about what to do when your kids view disturbing content online. That and a whole lot more. The Happy Families podcast back next week. Have a great weekend.